Blessed is the man that worketh not in the counsel of the heathen, and sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in this law that say, I did it sunrise and sundown. Him a go day like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth fruit in his season. Him leaf never a go wither, and whatsoever him doeth shall prosper. Yay! The heathen them now they sow them there like a chaff, with the wind driveth away. Therefore the heathen them never go turn upon judgment, nor the sin among them in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord God Jah loveth the way of the righteous, and the way of the sin among them always and always. I go perish. Where two and three meeting in the name of the Most High Jah, are there so Jah there. If Jah never watch upon your house, the watchman will go watch it in vain. Same way, if Jah never build up your house, the builder will go build it in vain. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and them is safe. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Jah shall deliver him from all of them. And I give thanks and I says unto your name, King of kings and Lord of lords, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, Amasa Yahuda Amasa, Nagusto Nagasti, Daniel Am. Kumaya sataya. Aimana pio aya. Kadamawe grumabe atela e. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Come along, my brother. Well, my name Blakk Rasta, and when we speak truth to power, remember we normally don't like to criticize, but if we must criticize, we would only just criticize to build and not to destroy. My brother, my sister, we are in the service of God and country, and it's all about the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, and in every traditional African home there is a Blakk Pot, and whenever this Blakk Pot rests on the fire, there is something sumptuous cooking. Today, my brother, my sister, we're going to serve you some of your wildest delicacies. It is my duty to make sure that you are welcome. Be my guest. I am your host, and my name, Blakk Rasta. Come along, let's start dealing with issues. Now, the very first thing I would like to look at, my brother, my sister, is this one that I have decided to entitle, Cancel Unworthy Garners Dirt. Cancel Unworthy Garners Dirt. My brother, my sister, and what is it when we say unworthy? We are talking about credit unworthiness. Cancel credit unworthy garners debt. Hallelujah. My brother, my sister, and look at the headlines. And this one is coming from Ghana Web. Undoubtedly the biggest around the globe when it comes to Ghanaian issues. And it says, cancel garners debts rather. And these are CSOs talking to the IMF. And when we say CSO, what are we talking about? We are talking about civil society organizations. Am I right? Civil society organizations, correct? These are civil organizations that deal with the society, right? My brother, my sister. And prominently you see this on Ghana Web as well. Cancel Ghana's debt rather. And these are CSOs to the IMF. And there's the photograph of this woman there. Who is this woman? She is the boss of the IMF. What's her name? Kristalina Georgieva. That's her name. And there she is. That's her. My brother, my sister. Now the CSOs, civil society organizations, pride themselves in the fact that they are fighting for the people, right? They pride themselves in the fact that it's all about the people. And this is what they are saying. They have come together. We have a number of them in Ghana. And they are saying that, hey, cancel our debts rather. And I sit back and I cry. Now, this is the attitude of the arrogant, credited, unworthy president, Nana AKUFO-ADDO. It is only a useless, stupid people who would go and borrow, and when it's time to pay the debt, they sit back like idiots and say, cancel our debts. Are you crazy? Do you have brains? Are you okay? All these CSOs who are crying for Ghana's debt to be cut should be sent to the zoo, so that people will pay and come and watch them, rather than going to watch tigers and elephants that are so innocent and are not responsible for any foolish IMF debt. Now, the animals that you lock up in the zoos, they are very innocent. They have not slapped your grandfather. They have not eaten your uncle's food. They don't deal with family and friend government. They are not building any cathedral, right? Is the tiger building a cathedral? Is the lion building a cathedral? The zebra, does he have a cousin who is the finance minister? Yet you lock them up in prisons you call zoos. And people pay money to go and watch them for nothing they have done wrong. Those who should be in that zoo should be the president of Ghana, Nana AKUFO-ADDO, plus his finance minister, and all these irresponsible CSOs that are crying for Ghana's debt to be cancelled. My brother, what kind of a human being are you that will go and borrow? Whilst you are borrowing, you must have a certain kind of collateral. What are you giving them as a collateral? The future of the next generation, right? You are giving them mineral resources. You are telling them you have this, you have that, you have that, and in case you default, they can come down on those things and carry those things away. Nobody would ever grant a loan to anybody, even if it's a concessional loan. Do we know what it means to say concessional loan? Loans that do not come with interest, right? My brother, my sister, even if they are giving you concessional loans, they would still ask for a certain level of collateral, because nobody wants to lose their money. How many times would we as a nation go around begging and asking people to cancel our debt? Why don't we go back into slavery? Why don't we give out our independence, so-called independence, so that we would now sit back and be able to say that, hey, we are so useless, and for that matter, we have decided that we are going to give our whole fortune and our own destiny to you so you can manipulate. Come along, brethren. Come along. Hear me now, brethren. I am so mad and angry today. These are CSOs. And all they can do is to run to the IMF and say that, oh, Charlie, cancel our debt. What did you do with the money that was given to you? It is not your duty to run to the IMF and be begging. Let the useless president and his useless finance minister run around with their tails in between their legs, announcing to the whole world that they are so useless and irresponsible, and now they need the IMF to come and whip them into line, to whip sense into their heads and show them that this is the way to go. Why did you vote into power? Because we believe that you had the financial acumen, the sense to deal with our finances, the sense to deal with our economy, the sense to deal with our people. But you have shown us that you are talks. There's nothing you can do for us. You are running back to Kristalina Georgieva and her outfit to come and deal with. Look, some people don't understand what the IMF is. The IMF is not a charitable organization. Do we know that? Now, the IMF grants two types of loans: concessional and non-concessional loans, right? To member countries alone. We have about 8 countries that are not part of the IMF. One of those is the Vatican, right? My brother, my sister, hear me now. Hear me now. Listen, when the IMF grants loans, the IMF makes sure that it's either a concessional loan or a non-concessional loan, depending on the power of the country and the power or the elasticity of your economy. My brother, my sister, let's get deeper. How does the IMF make money at all to be giving us loans. The IMF is a susu organization. Susu. In Tamale, we call them letter. How many of you remember letter? Those guys who used to ride motorbikes, solo, in the market. And then market women will stop them. They bring out a certain card and then take money. That's what the IMF does. It takes money from member countries. How much money does it take from each country? Ghana is not paying the same as America. Neither is a country like Togo paying the same as Ghana. No. They look at the level of your country, the buoyancy of your economy, and rate you and give you a certain amount of tax to pay. Now, if you are a regular payer, they know. If you are not, they know. And when you need their help in quotes, they will come and decide whether to give you a concessional loan or a non-concessional loan. A concessional loan would mean that you may have to pay interest or not. A concessional loan comes with no interest. A non-concessional loan, no sir, you would have to pay interest. Which of the loans is Ghana getting? Is it concessional? Non-concessional? My brother, my sister, let me not go too much into the intricacies of the IMF. Let me deal with the CSOs. So you want the loans to be cancelled by the IMF? Who should contribute susu to IMF to cancel your debt? Right now you have been told how the IMF works, right? Everybody is paying kakra to the IMF. Whose money should be collected so that be given to you and later cancel your debt? Who? Or you think the IMF has made so much money, and for that matter, it can afford to give out money just like that? How does it continue to survive? CSOs, you can do better than aiding an arrogant president to go around and be begging. Remember, the same president went out there and was asking for African loans to be cancelled. Hear me now, come along. This same president was asking for loans given to African countries to be cancelled. And I'm like, why did you not tell them at the time of going for the loans that, hear me, we are coming for loans, and at the end of the day, we'll come and beg you to cancel the loans and see if you get the loan. If anybody is giving out loans and he knows that you are a regular defaulter, remember that you would never be given any loan. Ghana must be credit worthy. Same way banks can chase us and embarrass us. We have to be able, my brother, my sister, to sit up and be wise. I stopped taking loans from banks when I went to a certain bank. What's the name of the bank? I'm trying to remember. My brother, my sister. And when it was time to pay the loan, in fact, even a month before that, the intimidation, chasing me left, right, and center. 1 month to pay the loan. They were chasing me like hell. They unleashed their vampire bats on me, chasing me for the loan. I'm trying to remember. Stanbic Bank. They chased the hell out of me years back. And I told myself, if I pay this loan, this bank is over. God being so good, I amassed the money. They chased me up to the mall and collected the money from me. Listen, I came to the bank to take the money. Now they chased me all the way to the Accra mall to take their money. I said, give me a receipt. Oh, we'll give you a receipt later. No, sir. No, sir. Nobody's giving me no receipt later. I need to get my receipt now. How about if you take it away and tell me that you don't trust me, you chased me all the way here to take your money? Give me a receipt. From that time, I said, me and Stanbic Bank, we are done. 2 months later, They called me. Oh, your account, you see, your account, for some time now, you have not put money in it, and we want to find out if... I say, hey, shut up. Clear that account. I don't need it. I do not need it. If you can chase me and embarrass me so much and take your money, you don't even know diplomacy. It's buga buga. Take it. You took the money, right? Now you want me to come and give you my money? For all I know, to hell with you guys. That's what I told my years back. Today I remember this story and I'm telling you. From that day, I said, loans, forget it. Anybody who's worth his salt should never be thinking about loans. There are some people, hey, it's like the demons in your family are pushing you to go for loans. When you take that loan, you will pay and pay and pay and pay and pay and pay. Look, your ghost will keep paying. You will die and go. Your children will pay. That is the demon we have in Ghana. The demon that chases people to go for loans. If not so, my brother, my sister, Ghana has gone to the IMF. This is the 17th time. 65 years. In 65 years, we have gone to the IMF 17 times. Divide 17 and 65. 65 years over 17 times. What do you get? 3.8. That is almost every 4 years we are running to the IMF on the average for loans. Are you truly independent or you are stupid? Are you truly independent or you are stupid? And CSOs will come and say, forgive us our loans, as we forgave those in the days of Kwame Nkrumah. For thine is the blah blah, the blah blah is the blah blah. Amen. CSOs, you can do better. Let the arrogant president suffer. We are ready to suffer with him only if he will be wise. If they will not be wise, we shall demand our pound of flesh until we hound them out of office the same way they hounded Domlevo out. To God be the glory. Dash it away, make me deal with the next thing. Come along, brethren. Come along. Next thing I would like to deal with is interesting. And it says, AKUFO-ADDO'S ministers must vomit up cash. It says here, now. Now. Are these my words? No. This is Franklin Kujo. Yes, I went to the same university with him, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and we're in the same hall. He was a year or two behind me. He's a very, very smart guy. The other time he invited me to come and join Imani. And that is another CSO. It's a think tank. He's made some very, very beautiful submissions in the past and still does. Watch this. AKUFO-ADDO'S ministers should refund 50% of their salaries. Franklin Kujo. That's what he says. He's the president of Imani. Look at him. He's been talking. He's one of the guys I would say I can trust. My brother, my sister, that's what Franklin Kujo says. But let's look at what he has said. Hey, AKUFO-ADDO'S ministers should vomit up 50% of all that they have had, right? In terms of salaries. Because the economy is what? Crumbling. It's like stealing a cow. And you are asking me for the horns of the cow. As if it was a certain kind of favor. You steal my cow. I demand my cow. Then you bring me the horns and tell me you are doing me a favor. Why 50%? Look, till we look at the cracks of the whole issue, we would not understand what we are into. Hey, how many people are crying and lobbying to be ministers, not only because they are patriotic, but it's all because of what they would get right there inside those ministries. Should I repeat it? How many people resign from a party all because they won an election and they didn't get any ministerial position? I know a certain guy who went to tell the president that, oh, Mr. President, I've followed you and I've done so much work for you. Since you came into power, you have not put me at a place where I can eat. Can you put me somewhere where I can eat? So they looked at some of the oil places and threw him there. And he's there chopping money. Yeah? It's all about chop. It's all about eating. Zizi, Ezban, Zizi. Me no care. My brother, my sister, if I was the president of this country, wallahi, I would make it very uncomfortable for people to become ministers. All ministers will take half the salaries of teachers. All ministers of state will take half the salaries of ministers. They would all, my brother, my sister, fly economy. And before they fly, it has to be sanctioned. Any minister, whilst you are in office, whether it's from your own pocket or from the pocket of your demonic ancestors, you have no right to fly first class. Never. You can only fly first class after your tenure of office as a minister. All ministries, my brother, my sister, would have air conditioning removed. After all, you are close to the sea. All ministers of state, my brother, my sister, would see corruption as a demon. We would encourage people who go to the ministries to report. And we would even reward them for rewarding malfeasance and corruption. Today, my brother, my sister, if a man is appointed as a minister of state in this country, the family jubilees. That's the end of poverty. True? Should it be so? It should be an office of service and not an office of raping. It shouldn't be an office of stealing. It shouldn't be a conduit pipe to your riches. Today, my brother, my sister, when we vote in a president, they are all looking at ministerial positions where they can rip off the people. If I'm not speaking the truth, tell me. Nana AKUFO-ADDO told us at the beginning of his demonic presidency, useless presidency, fanful presidency, that he would make it uncomfortable for his government to be corrupt. You tell me, has he stood by that? What is more corrupt than family and friends government? What is more corrupt than blowing our money and you are not ready to be accountable and be probed? No accountability, no probity. What is more corrupt than flying around luxuriously when people are dying on the bare floor of hospitals? You can't even afford beds. All your doctors are running out of the country. Some of them have become drunkards. Those who try to be patriotic have ended up being drunks. You know why? So many of the nurses in Ghana have all become drug addicts. Petidine, Sotodine, Mokodine, Dadadine, all the deans that you know their names. I don't know them. Frustration has turned nurses into drug addicts. Frustration is making nurses slap pregnant women. Frustration is making doctors have doggy style, quickly before they go for a serious operation. Somebody is on the bed, struggling to die. Doctor, what is happening? Emergency. Okay, I'm coming. Doggy style, nurse, come. Nurse has come to tell doctor that there's an emergency. Somebody is struggling to die. Oh, turn your back. Doggy style, pa. Before he arrives, this guy is dead. Professional ethics thrown into the wind. The wind is blowing it away like the monsoon winds. Is that a country? Do you call that a country or a jungle? Even animals know when there is an emergency. Those of you who watch Animal Channel, some animals behave better than Ghanaians. Some animals are wiser than Nigerians. Some animals are wiser than Togolese and Ivorians. What's wrong with you? Somebody's father is dying. You want a doggy style quickie before you go for an operation? Where are your ethics? Have you heard about Florence Nightingale before? Have you heard about the great Egyptians who invented surgery? My brother, are you okay? Then Franklin Kujo, my very good friend, wants to salvage the situation. He says vomit 50%. 50% by food. Brown. What is 50%? They can give all 100%. That is nothing to them. What they loot, if you had the eyes to see, that 50% you're talking about is chicken change. Chicken change. It will do nothing. You think some of these ministers are dependent on their salaries, chicken change salaries? What they loot, my brother, my sister, can build a whole country. Do you know how much we lost to corruption? Who are the most corrupt people in a country, especially in Africa? It's the politicians. It's them. So demanding 50% from them, Franklin, I know what you want to do, but trust me, that's a joke. We have to look at the core, the crux. We have to go into the nucleus of this nonsense and be able to build it up. If we don't, my brother, my sister, we will keep going round, and nothing would ever happen. Until such time, keep the 50%. What is 50%? Keep it. That's nothing. Posterity will judge you guys harshly. Extravagance is a killer. The problem is not about the noise of our enemies, but it's about the silence of our friends. I have a quote for you. When I return, we have more to discuss. Wayo!
luxury home. It's a beauty place for every woman. We do braids, wave caps, weave-ons, nails, pedicure, manicure, waxing, massages. We do everything concerning beauty. So if any lady is thinking about beauty, I believe this is the right place for you to be. We do nail training here. We do braids training. We do wave caps installation. We do waxing. I mean, anything that we do, the services that we render here, we also train people. So if you want to be a master in nails, if you want to be a professional nail technician, this is the right place for you to be. We will train you and make sure you are a professional, not just any nail tech. At Chick Luxury Beauty Home, we train you to be your own boss. We have international trainers who train you to fit in anywhere in the world. We have our one-man training, and we also have 2 weeks. It's between 2 weeks to 1 month, depending on the individual. Whatever you want, we give it to you. At Chick Luxury Beauty Home, we give you quality yet affordable. So come and get trained and be your own boss.
My name is Waris, but all of you know me as Comedian Waris. I come from a home where cleanliness is not only next to godliness, but a must. We seldom fell ill, and we saved our doctor this headache. At an early age, my mother introduced us to our best gift ever, PJ's Acid Cleaner. PJ's Acid Cleaner kills 99% of all germs and keeps your WCs, marbles, tiles, and concrete floors sparkling new and clean. In fact, you don't need any extra muscle when it comes to PJ's Acid Cleaner. It has all the muscle. When my fiancée, Mamiya, first visited me, I almost lost her. She didn't believe I was single, lived alone, and without a house help. Yet my house had this great fragrance and was always clean. I had to reveal my secret, PJ's Acid Cleaner, my family's greatest gift.
For bulk purchases, please call 0244 624 526 or 0262 233 243.
Blackpot, Coco Show.
This is the Black Pot, aka AKUFO-ADDO'S, where we speak truth to power. Remember, we do patriotism here and not politics. Politics is too cheap for us. It's because of politics we are where we are right now. People cease to be objective, all because of politics. There's no objectivity in politics. It's all about talking and throwing dust into the eyes of the people so we can continue to loot and harvest where we have never sown. My brother, my sister, this is the Black Pot, aka AKUFO-ADDO'S, where we speak truth to power. Remember, we are live on Pan-African TV. We are also live on Ghana Web TV, live on Loud Silence TV, live on our own TV, Black Empire TV. And remember to do business with us. We are heard and watched all over Africa. The continent of Africa loves this show. We haven't heard this kind of hard truths, bitter truths in a long while. That is why Africa loves us, and we will never let you down. We've done this for several years now. Pick our numbers off the screen. Give us a call. Yes, make sure that you do business with us. Yes, the more you do business with us, the more we have the muscle to continue doing what we do. A car would never be able to run all the way without fueling. Our fuel is your encouragement. Our fuel is you doing business with us. Remember, we are not asking you for charity. We are asking you to do business with us. Pick up our numbers on the screen. You can send us a WhatsApp message. We will pick up and follow up on the businesses that you want to do with us. We are called the Blakk Empire Media. And you can watch us on YouTube live. Yes, every day, Monday to Friday. And it's Blakk Empire Media. Our Blakk is spelled B-L-A-K-K. Well, my name is Blakk Rasta, and this is the Blakk Pot, aka AKUFO-ADDO'S. Now let's look at the next thing. Now the next thing is entitled IMF joins Ghana in irresponsible scam. The IMF has never been a friend. We all know that, right? The IMF is responsible hugely for Africa's retrogression. True? Do you agree with me? Do you? Okay. Now look at this headline and tell me what you think. What is it saying? What is it saying, brethren? It says COVID-19, Russia-Ukraine war affecting Ghana's economy. And this is the IMF delegation that just came in. They are supporting the arrogant president. That yes, it's COVID-19, Russia and Ukraine war that have come together to disturb the economy of this country. As if Ghana was living on planet Mars. There are so many other countries that this thing never affected. Even some of our neighboring countries. Right? It's affected everybody. But it depends on your elasticity. It depends on your vigorousness. Your muscle. How can you call yourself the Gold Coast with so much gold? You just discovered lithium. You have been mining oil and salt all this while. The white man was shocked when he saw the amount of gold in this country. Now, who is this man? This is the same man, my brother, my sister, who is leading the IMF team into Ghana. And he is saying that, oh yes, it's true. The Ukrainian-Russian war actually, disturbed. Yes. But it disturbed the whole world. Not only Ghana. Why is the IMF supporting this trash? Is the IMF going to talk about the building of a useless cathedral at a time that we knew that there was a war? At a time that we knew that there was COVID-19? At a time that, my brother, my sister, we knew that we needed to pump all the money to something else? It was during the COVID that they paid Sir David J all the huge money. It was during the COVID when you guys are now saying that, oh, there's no money. There was no money even then, but you found money to spend on useless things. Was it not during the same COVID that the president was flying so ostentatiously? Was it not during the same war that the president was still gallivanting around the world like Gulliver in his nefarious travels? My brother, my sister, IMF is a scam. 419. And it's only useless countries that go to IMF for any help. How many people agree with me? Hey, my brother, my sister, we voted you into power for heaven's sake. To be able to give us your common sense to run the economy well. We have been independent. So we want to stand on our own and decide with the help of our people the direction we want to go. Now you are bringing in foreign elements. You are bringing in bourgeoisies, Trojan horses into our camp. The IMF is a Trojan horse. True? True? Somebody does not even understand what a Trojan horse is. I can tell you one thing. I will not explain it. The IMF is a Trojan horse. It's a scam. And is helping an arrogant president who blew money senselessly to lie to us and to enslave us even the more. My brother, my sister, they think independence is about God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever. Did you hear? God bless our homeland, Ghana. So the God that is going to bless our homeland, Ghana, and make it great and strong is the God that we are building the cathedral for. Yes. When we fail, it is God who has made us fail. When we make it, it's God who has made us make it. For that matter, the most hard-working people in this country are the poorest. How many people agree with me? The most hard-working people. There's an old man in my area there. That man should be like 69, getting to 72, thereabout. In Ghana, when you reach 60, you are already old. Even me, some people call me old at 47. But that's okay. That's okay. Hey, this old man, when he carries pongpo, he walks like a donkey. When you go and see where he sleeps, in fact, pets in America, they sleep in better places. Pets in Luxembourg, they sleep in better places. In fact, where pets sleep in America will be mansions to some of us. Where the man sleeps, in fact, when it rains, it's like a shower. It's like a waterfall. About 6 million holes in his roof. They are all dripping. Choke, 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 choke. And it's lying down there like a fish on heat. Pong, pong. But the lazy minister who scammed the educational system and came out with a fake certificate is in power. He has never touched pong pong. He doesn't know the difference between a shovel and a pickaxe. My brother, my sister, he is the one who is making all the money. People who do not know what it means to say grassroots suffering, they have never suffered in their lives. How can they relate to the sufferer? Blakk RASTA is saying something. Please listen. People who have never suffered in life, they don't know what it is to say grassroots suffering. They are those who are in power, and they are expected to understand what it is to say suffering. They only owe allegiance to the bourgeoisies. They only speak big English. The big English I don't understand. The big English the Kwankwa old man in my area does not understand. The big English the Kayayo. And these are the people in the majority. And when election comes, we still run after them and vote for them. Because that is when they become charitable, throwing small carrots at us to vote for them. My brother, I haven't given up. I will not give up. I'll keep fighting for this country. The day I'll give up is the day that I'll be laid in state. And at that time, many people would say, oh, he tried, but it just didn't work. Understand? Hey, IMF, posterity will judge you guys. But I understand you. I won't blame you. You are punishing foolish leaders of Africa. You are punishing wicked leaders. Those who know that you are evil, yet they come to you. It's like a man who goes to look for juju, and they tell him, this juju will let your prick die. This juju will kill your first, second, and third children. He says, I still want it. This juju will give you heart disease after 10 years. Oh, I still want it. This juju will make sure that you will have money, but you can't spend it. I still want it. IMF will make it so difficult for you to come to them. But yet our recalcitrant leaders will go to them. My brother, my sister, I have tears in my eyes. But to God be the glory. A time is coming. And this time is soon. When I return, my brother, my sister, I do not know what is going to be next. But I foresee that this country does not need Nana AKUFO-ADDO. This country does not need the sickly kind of oriata. He goes around saying he's sick, yet he's still working. Working for who? Comrade Japan, a member of your party, said, you guys, you make it big, you fatten up when you borrow. The more money you borrow, the more commission and cuts you get. So you don't care. You borrow to kill us, but you fatten yourself. May your fatness turn into cancer. May your fatness turn into kidney disease. May your fatness turn into erectile dysfunction. May your fatness turn into madness. May you all be mad. Walk around naked. So that when we see you, we know that our curse has worked. Dash it away!
My sister Paulina and a day after.
You can't seminar. You better free. Abus chapter.
Hey, babe! Sister Paulina, we're reading glasses here, China, Hebrews.
Hey! Madam!
Majem Tina Tet Hayan Herbal Capsule. A drawing Tina Brewata Semi. Me ready, I mention glasses. Obroni Bessie, see clear.
Hey, no crow. Tina Tet Hayan Herbal Capsules. A full supplement for good vision and not recommended for children below 12 years, asthmatic patients, pregnant and breastfeeding mothers.
A draw baby atwa. Got Tina Tet Herbal Shop. Hey, now what? Yeah, Tina Tet Hayan.
See clear!
Shines brighter in the darkness, and the time is free. I know this young days. Yeah.
Diana Wright, first of all, is a Jamaican. Yes, I'm a Jamaican. I was born in a little parish, a beautiful little parish called Clarendon, outside of Kingston. Everybody knows Kingston, but Clarendon is where I come from. I am a singer. I am an author. I am a songwriter, I am a poetess, and I am an actress, right? I do the whole, I've been doing it for many, many years. And so basically that's who I am. I'm anything art, everything art, that's me. You think art and you think Diana. Yeah. I do reggae music, I do inspirational music, I do cultural music, I do gospel, if you call it gospel. You know, I just do uplifting, clean music. Even the 12-year-old can listen to it. You know, or the adult, if you feel like it needs some motivation or so. The kind of music I do will really, you know, motivate you, and that's basically what I do, reggae predominantly. Okay, so the inspiration behind Bed of Roses is this. I actually, you know, bad to bad, as we say in Jamaica, there's that little stigma that has always been going on that, you know, most men are not good men, and you don't really have good men, especially like if they're poor and they can't take care of you. Women have 2 hands and 2 feet too, so you're crippled, you know. You don't necessarily need somebody to take care of you. What you need is a man with a good heart who loves you and who will work with you so you can build an empire. So Bed of Roses is really in the defense of men, and so also to really rewrite the narrative that if a man is poor, he can't take care and that is no good. not good for you, which is a lie. You understand? So there are lots of men out there who don't have a lot of money, but they are good and upright men. They just want someone to work with them and someone to motivate them. And so that song was really, to celebrate good men who don't necessarily have a lot of money.
Nice little ranch down a Ochi. Only for veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, don't you move in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation with no sand.
Bed of Roses is available to the public on our platform called 16 Bars Multimedia. So on the website it will be the 16BARS M.com. So that is 16barsmm.com. Definitely. I am available for live performances any day of the week. So you can contact me first of all, you can reach out to me on my Instagram as Empress Diana, and my Diana has 2 N's. So that's Empress, which is DIANNA. So that's Empress Diana, that's my IG. And also, you can send me a link or something on our YouTube. Our YouTube is the same name of our website, 16 Bars Multimedia. We have lots of work there. You can reach us there, and also you can reach us at 16barsmm@outlook.com. So that is 16. This time is the word all spelled out. 16barsmm@outlook.com. And if you choose, when you go on our website, which is the same 16barsmm.com, you can go to the contact page and send us a message. You understand? And usually we respond within a couple of hours. All right. So that's basically it. And I'm sure at the end of this, you will have a number somewhere to contact us. All right. So that's it. That's what I do. And keep the music locked. Yes, I bless.
Nice little ranch down a Ochi. Only for veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, don't you move in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation.
Go on, skip a judge. Blackpot, Coco Show, man.
This is the Blackpot, aka Coco Show, where we speak truth to power. My name, Blakk RASTA. My brother, my sister, we have 2 more issues to deal with, and we are done for the day. Want to thank all our sponsors and want to thank all those doing business with us. I'm glad that you're getting results, and I am so happy that we are a family now. I appreciate you so much, and we encourage you out there to also do business with us. Yes, pick up our numbers on the screen and hit at us. Want to say good afternoon to Nigeria, good afternoon to Cameroon, Kenya. Want to say, hey, good afternoon going out to South Africa. And want to say good afternoon also going out there, to Madagascar. We have so many messages coming from all these wonderful areas and telling us how much you guys appreciate what we are doing. Yes, it's all in the service of God and country, and of course, our beautiful continent and beyond. This is the Blackpot, aka Kuku Shonomo, where we speak truth to power. Now, the next thing we need to look at is entitled Ghana Losing Out on Corruption Fight. That's it. And who is saying this? Is coming from the office of the special prosecutor. And this is the special prosecutor of Ghana, young and quite affable. His name is Kisia Jabeng. High Court refuses to endorse OSP's freezing of Sir John's asset. And this is the office of the special prosecutor. Now, by law, this is the guy who is supposed to be dealing with corruption.
Go on, skip a judge. Blackpot, Coco Show, man.
Yes, it's all about patriotism. It is all about patriotism. So when we talk, we only look at patriotism and not politics. Now, is the office of the special prosecutor for political reasons or truly to serve the civil society? My brother, my sister, the special prosecutor, Kisi Ejaping, is talking. What is he saying? It is very, very plain and clean. High Court refuses to endorse OSP's freezing of Sir John's assets. This is not politics. The man is now speaking from his stomach. The pain is too much. Sir John, we all saw how his ghost disgraced him. When he died, they flew him in a helicopter, took him to his village at Wonwo. At the time that COVID was killing thousands, tens of thousands of people in Ghana alone. COVID-19 killed Sir John, the forestry commissioner, who stole lands belonging to the government and put that in his will, and also land from the Ramsar side reserved for our generations to come. He stole that, put that in his will. Special prosecutor says, let us freeze the assets so that we will investigate. I was telling you about Sir John, his funeral. Helicopter flew him all the way to Ono, right? And over there, hundreds of thousands of people gathered without face masks. For a man who died from COVID-19, his funeral. His government only came to apologize. Yet, security personnel were beating people on the street for not wearing face masks around that same period. Let's deal with the office of the special prosecutor. One, the special prosecutor is crying that his office is jaundiced, of funds, hemorrhaging, no funds. Is the president pretending that he's fighting corruption? Remember recently he said he spent so much money to fight corruption? Lie. The special prosecutor, who has been mandated by law to fight corruption in this country, says his office is strangulated. He has only one investigator, and he's even on leave. So whilst the investigator is on leave, corruption has a field day. Are you joking? He went to the court. Her ladyship, who said, no, you cannot freeze the assets of Sir John. And now special prosecutor comes out, and in a press release he says, the judge who sat on the issue mistook freezing of assets with confiscating assets. If this is true, is this a proper judge? How can the special prosecutor present an application to freeze the items of a dead man whose ghost is in hell for stealing from this country? Freeze the assets so we would investigate. Judge says, no. Special prosecutor says, the woman there, who was the judge sitting on this issue, mistook the whole issue of freezing the assets to confiscating the assets. We are not confiscating the asset. We are only freezing it for a period so we can investigate. But the special prosecutor said something. Come along. What did he say? He said that, hey, come. You know what he said? He said, special prosecutor said, he said that the fight against corruption would fail if this is what it will get from our courts. He's a lawyer. And he says, if this kind of judgment is what is going to be given, then the fight against corruption in Ghana is hopeless. Martin Amidu called the president, and he was the first special prosecutor, the mother serpent of corruption, and ran out of the office, handed over all his accoutrements and said, this is a useless government, and walked off. They brought the young man. We all said, oh, he has energy, he could do it. Now this is what he's saying. That corruption, the fight against corruption is hopeless if this is what it will encounter in the court. Dash it away, make we deal with the last thing, and I'm gone. Now the last one I'm going to deal with, and I'm going to spend only 1 minute to talk about this. It's entitled, New Voters Register to cost 80 million. They say there's a new Ghana card. They are giving people Ghana cards. Not many people have it. Watch this. City Newsroom. EC seeking to create new register with 80 million. And Haruna Idrisu alleges. Manasseh Azure also says it's a senseless people who would think about a new register at this time. My brother, my sister, Haruna Idrisu is the minority leader in parliament. He says that it will cost us $80 million to bring out a new register. Why is there the need for a new register? Do we need it? Is it going to disenfranchise some people? What is the truth about it? I wanted to get deeper into it, but my brother, my sister have run out of time, and I'm going to leave it here. My name is Blakk RASTA, and this has been the Blakk Pot, aka AKUFO-ADDO'S, where we speak truth to power. In the interim, we don't do politics. What we do is called patriotism. I'll see you on the flip side. Whoa!